Alright, here we are for round 1. And we've got both our colours. We've got a perfectly keepable hand, so we're going to keep this one. We're on the draw. Opponent's mulligan to 6. See what we're up against. Play my cat out. Get our Bonnie and Mummy out there. And we'll pass the turn back. If we hit a land, we're going to play Tarka's Monument. If we don't, we're going to play Evolving Wilds and Vizier. Okay, we didn't. Go Evolving Wilds. We're going to fetch for a second white now. Play our creature out and pass the turn. We draw a 2-drop, a white 2-drop. That's going to be pretty insane, being able to start going wide against our opponent. Okay, opponent's hit his 4th land drop. Still choosing to sit back. See how we go. So we did get that white 2-drop. We didn't get a land. Just going to play the Monument for now. And just pass the turn. There's a lot of value to be had with this. Okay, Colossopede is a good one. So we've got a removal spell for that card in hand. Fortunately, we don't get there on it. So we're a little bit screwed on the mana right now. We've got 2 removal spells, and Intervention's good. The thing I like about Intervention, from watching it being played today by another player, is that he's got to answer to the Monument. But yeah, the thing I like about Intervention is if he plays another Colossopede here, I've basically got a 2-for-1. I'm just protecting myself from a 2-for-1 because it roll damage. Okay, so we're going to get to Intervention, naming probably the Colossopede. Though it could be more intelligent to save this for a flying creature. The other thing is too, I could just play a Sparring Mummy here and tap down the Colossopede, which I think I'm going to do. So Sparring Mummy. Tap that guy down. Move to combat. Going to attack. Attack with our bears. Attack with one of our bears. Yeah. Happy to trade this thing off. It's got embalm anyway, so I'm not losing a card for very long. We are still hoping to draw another land for our removal spell. Okay, step one, we drew the land, so that's been done for us. It's probably not worth waiting on intervention. Just name Colossopede now. It's a common enough card that, well, it is a common card, so it's likely you could have multiple. Colossopede. So probably not worth attacking with this. Just attack. I thought the trade was mummy, but don't really want to attack with mummy. I should attack with the. Could just attack with cat, but I'm sort of waiting on that Liliana's Mastery, and I can. That's something I can just do here. I can just buy time for Liliana's Mastery. Colossopedes no longer deal damage to me or permanents I control, right? Yeah, permanents I control. Recycling that card. Bitter Blade is fine. Cursed Minotaur. Let's tap down the Death Toucher. So okay to that. Vizier could be potentially protecting us from Splendid Agony here, though. If he double blocks, he gets a 2/2, we trade off. Yeah. It's not terrible. Oh, hold on, so he still blocks with it. Okay. So that's a big brick wall to us. Come on, Liliana's Mastery, where you at? Opponent's thinking about cycling a card, I would think. I'm going to save this final reward for something that can kill me. Nothing he has on the board right now can really kill me. Bone Picker is annoying. Embalm this back. Tap down the 5/5. Force trades. So force trades from the creatures he can attack with. If I attack with cat, it can come back as a zombie, and we can redo this next turn. Opponent doesn't seem to have much removal, so this tidies up the board a bit. Green Shepherd will actually cast that. Actually, and it'll be worth getting rid of Bone Picker next turn with final reward. You start clocking him in the air. Well, Vizier very good against Festering Mummy. Bone Picker's out. It's Embalm Cat. Tapping down this one here. Yes. Move to combat. We just want to start shoving our team, I think. Finding Mummy's very good though. So probably not with shoving with it. So we'll just shove with this duelist. Gonna pass the turn. Not show our opponent that we've been building up our real estate portfolio. I think they have been as well. We need to push this advantage while we can. Great draw. Okay, so opponent's in trouble now. This Vizier is actually going to be a fine 2-drop against this green-black deck. Okay, so his deck seems slow. Let's get the Cruel Reality into there. What else do we want? Maybe like a Inaraka's Name just to break those board states. June Beetles seem very average. So we can probably go down a couple of June Beetles. Nothing else super excited me. And also mid deck. So we just raised our curve by a bit. hand is very decent. I'll keep it. It's basically a 6, but the spells are so powerful and our matchup's been so slow that I feel confident enough in just waiting on lands. Could be a lot of punishment in our future for that Herebrus though. See if they have a 2-drop. They don't. So since they haven't got a 2-drop, I'm going to wait. I'm going to try and get this Araka's Monument down first. I'm going to cycle this Winged Shepherd in the end step. Or actually, I might save it for when Ifnir is played. Okay, Monument is out. It's our opponent's next play. He doesn't have another play. So, yeah, he's playing a slow deck, that's for sure. We're really stinging on lands here. Stinging on white mana. But any land's gonna make Archfiend an instant slam. Maybe worth just playing out. I actually am tempted just to attack here. Opponents tend to overthink a lot of plays. We're going to just Araka's name now. He gets to put counters on our Duelist, and Duelist can come back later. Okay, Colossopede's out. So we want to try and hit our 5th mana this time. See if we can land this Archfiend and start cycling, shrinking our opponent's team. Fanbearer is actually a good one. We are starving on the white mana though. If we get one land, we can almost play our whole hand. Almost. I just realised Archfiend plus Cruelty is actually not a bad combo against his mid-range decks. I'm going to offer the trade with these warrior tokens. Since they're just free cards anyway. So we start tapping this down with our Fanbearer if he hasn't got an answer. Slow the game down that way. Ooh, double Colossopede. So the Guinean's intervention name on the Colossopede was pretty clutch. But now we've hit our 5th land. So I'm going to play this Archfiend. And there's going to be another round of chump blocking before we can start cycling. We've got a good... That's a scary one. As is that one. So definitely want to hit a double. Another white source. Okay, so this is a bit of a blessing. Let's cycle Winged Shepherd. Shrink our opponent's board, draw a card. Next turn we can actually play the Cruel Reality. If we get a decent if we can get a decent board stall here. At this stage I don't think we're going to get there though. Bone pick is going to be a problem. We're going to tap down, I think. We'll tap down. I'm thinking about the bone picker actually. No, we'll take down the bigger one. So we're definitely living on the edge of glory. No more threats, please, opponent. All lands is not what the doctor ordered. Cruel Reality, their upkeep. They sacrifice a creature or if they can't. Okay, so it's not a choice. They must sack a creature. So let's say they're sacking Bone Picker. They're coming at me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not worth playing that just now. I can just go Sacred Cat, Embalmed. Begin combat. Attack with Archfiend. Sparring Mummy. Make a thing. Untap Archfiend. Jewels cost 3. 1, 2, 3. Right. So Jules can double block these for a turn. Archfiend might be forced to trade with Bone Picker here. Gross as that might sound to all of you. We just don't have enough cycling to make him pure power. I want to land this Cruel Reality. See if it can maybe pull me back from the brink. I mean, every creature I draw from here is essentially going to make 2 blockers. Cruel Reality just might kill him. Okay, so opponent's making an all-out attack here, so let's go to blocks. Here and here. Could also block here. Lifelinker under here. Archfiend here. This here. This here. I want to block this guy first. Deal 2 damage to it. Cycling Sandworm looking for a pump spell. There's only 1 mana off casting Sandworm. So we can clean up the board a bit. This is where Fanbearer shines, when the board is relatively stable. Core Reality with Fanbearer hopefully can slow the tempo of this game enough. If our opponent plays another threat though, it's going to be difficult. Okay, so I have another thing. Ooh. Bone Picker can get picked up and played immediately, which is hard. Okay. What can we get? What can we draw? Another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're actually 1 land off being able to. We've got Sacred Cat to chump for a turn. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cruel Reality. We've got opponent's going to sack a creature. We'll see what that creature is in his upkeep. I like that it instantly starts sacking. Now, if we can just throw Sacred Cat under the bus, which I imagine we don't get to, he probably sacks the Colossopede. Yeah, he just sacks the Colossopede, hits us. We're down to 1. He's got another Colossopede in hand. Oh, that could just be game, ladies and gents. Unless we draw a creature, actually. Fanbearer can tap down the Bone Picker, but we have to draw a creature. And it needs to be a creature. Unfortunately, land will not do it. Land is not good enough to do it. Opponent's got no cards in hand, so let's just play this and pass. We're tapping down Bone Picker. Opponent sacrifices his Bitterblade Warrior. We're forced to wave our little feather fan at that thing. He attacks with the 5/5. We're going to have to block. An opponent doesn't look like there's another creature. So we're still drawing hot nothing. We want to tap down just at the beginning of combat. Definitely, in case he draws an untap spell. Cool Reality, gonna force him to sack something. What's he gonna sack? The Bone Picker, okay. Oh, what a perfect creature to deal with Cool Reality. So now we definitely have to draw a creature this turn. Oh no, I suppose the zombie will have Summoning Sickness, right? Okay, we've got a Gust Walker. It's a creature. Yep, you'll sacrifice the Doomed Center, get a zombie. Tap down the big guy. Pass turn back. Money Mummy's a creature. Hey, it ain't pretty, but it ain't nothing. So worth just attacking here? I think it is. But we're attacking on the ground, and we're doing that for a very specific reason. I want him to trade creatures, which he probably won't. Cruel Reality. Doing what Cruel Reality does to mid-range decks. Obviously, we'd be dead by now if this was against like a red-white deck. But against a green-black deck, pretty solid. Pretty solid. Yeah, he's going to give it in. Like, he has to keep drawing threats, and I mean, how many creatures did this kill? A Fanbearer with Reality, obviously very good too. So that's game one. I'll see you guys for game two a bit later. I'm going to head off and do a little bit of martial arts now. Some physical fitness, a bit of exercise, get some blood going around, then I'll come back and finish off what we've started here. Okay, see you. Well, for you it'll be instantaneous, but for me I'll see you in a couple of hours.